Good morning, and welcome to the very dark morning.
Not very dark.
I want to talk, apart from the big man there, the big moon behind me. It's actually lighting the way quite well, but I want to bring reality, real life, and explain what's going on in my head. Yeah, stay tuned. I'll speak to you when it's a bit lighter, but this video is going to be, and the next few videos are going to be about my struggles. And I know that sounds stupid. I've got massive struggles. I've got head issues. I've got head problems. I want to try and explain them to you, and hopefully it'll help somebody. Maybe you can help me get back on my journey, because at the moment we're feeling lost, bewildered. My mojo seems to well have gone. I'm struggling, so I need your help, and I'm hopefully going to help you by helping me, helping you. I'll speak to you when it's a bit lighter, because it's no good talking in the dark, and I need to concentrate. We've got a long walk. I'll see you at the top. No radio, no first aid kit, and my head's starting to play ball with me, because I brought a little tiny bag because I didn't want to bring my camera bag because I'm not feeling it, and I've just realised I've not got half my stuff with me for safety. In fact, I've got nothing with me apart from a couple of tissues in case I need to go to the toilet. That's all I brought with me, and I feel really bad, and I feel like I want to turn back. So I'm on my own up in front, and I don't feel like it, and it's really starting to play ball with me again now. So yeah, I thought I'd just check in and let you know. The next thing for me is self-doubt. I'm doubting my abilities. I'm doubting my leg. I'm doubting my fitness. I've not been doing the workouts and the exercise I used to do. I've not been out in the UK properly or consistently for over a year, maybe 18 months. I've been out, you've seen videos, a lot of the stuff you're watching and you have seen is backed up videos, stuff I've had because I've done so much. Now I've got this real problem with I'm not doing anything, I'm not getting anything done, I'm not achieving anything. That's not necessarily true to the fact that you're watching lots of videos of me abroad. And in 2024 I visited 6 or 7 countries for the first time in my entire life. I've visited so many places. So it's not true that I'm not doing stuff and seeing stuff. It's just that I'm not doing the regular stuff, the stuff I used to enjoy, the UK, the mountains, the rivers, the hills, the trees, the waterfalls, the dams, the quarries. I haven't been to any of them. Now I'm looking forward to next weekend. Next weekend's Easter, and Trevor, who I went to the Faroe Islands with and who's coming back with me in September, he wanted to go to Denoy Quarry and he's coming up for Easter. I asked if I wanted to join him. I jumped at the chance of meeting up with someone and going out, and I put it on my Facebook group and I put it out there that I'm out for the day. I'm so desperate to meet other people and see other people, but I'm also very fearful and I'm very miserable, and everything I talk about is down and depressive, and I'm scared of putting people off. I don't speak to anyone anymore. I don't speak to anyone at work. Work's changed. I spend a long time with myself, my thoughts, my demons, and the guy in my head. Yeah, it's all becoming a little bit hard, and I'm just about to hit something very hard in front of me because the pathway's going from sort of level to about 90 degrees up. So yeah, definitely gonna have to talk to you at the top, but I just want to try and keep remembering things as I'm walking along. Stuff's going on in my mind, and I just want to switch on just to let you know. This is all about mental health. I thought mental health was stupid enough to say something in people's heads, and by God you're right, it is something in people's heads, but in a different way. I never thought I'd ever suffer with anything like this, and the more it goes on, the more I'm starting to realise it's a big problem. Before I start climbing, I've just looked back to see where Marta is, and I'm just looking down the path now and I can't see the light, and that really panics me, and I can feel my heart rate is instantly going up, and the sweat and the anxiety, because I can't see where her headlight is, and I don't know where she is behind me because I thought she was right behind me. And this is what I'm struggling with. Everywhere I go, everything I do, I lose the enjoyment and the fun of it, because I start to worry and stress and things start to take over. I'll stand here for a bit, I'll catch my breath and just give her a minute to see if she comes over the little hill or the brow in front of me. But yeah, I don't like this at all. She's coming, she's there, thank God. The panics are terrible, awful, I hate it. So the debilitation of mental health is quite shocking to me. How from being someone like me that was out all the time, was going everywhere, taking my camera out and taking photographs of stuff and enjoying the art, the fun of seeing and finding new things. Now, one of the problems I've got is I'm not seeing and finding new things anymore. I'm struggling with the whole, hello, I'm struggling with the whole excitement of what and where, because I've been to so many places, and this, I suppose, is debilitating. It's stopping me from doing stuff. I get to the weekend. I live in Cheshire. If you don't know where Cheshire is, it's right in the middle of the UK. And I've got the Peak District not far, Lake District not far, or a little bit further, North Wales not far. I've got these places, these amazing, amazing places within a couple of hours reach. And I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I don't like going out on my own because I don't like being on my own, because again, my thoughts are there and all I've got is me to listen to. I'm moving forward because I need to move forward, even though I'm fearful and worried and stressed that I haven't got my kit with me. I kind of need to do this and tick this off the box. I'm actually heading up there. We're going up onto Ingleborough. We're in the Yorkshire Dales, and I tried to do this last year and the rain and the weather was so bad. We got to the top and we had to come straight down. So we needed to do this, and I didn't know what to do. And Marta said, why don't we go back and tick off that box that we never really achieved? And that's what got me out last night. That's what got me driving in the van. I'd not even enjoyed my van. I've got all this countryside on my doorstep, but it's stopping me. I'm stuck. I'm really, really stuck. And I know you see me in my videos, and when you watch him, you think, oh, well, look at this guy, amazing, blah, blah, blah. Inside, he's not amazing at all. He's not at all. He's a real mess, a wreck. I'd like to get back to it. I'd like to get back to myself, but I don't quite know what the path is. Before I start crying, I'm going to switch it off and speak to you in a bit. Something else that stops me is FOMO. FOMO, the fear of missing out, or the fear I haven't got, or the fear I haven't been, or the fear of the fear. Marta is coming up, she's struggling. Again, something else, she's just... But yeah, the fear of missing out, FOMO. By God, it's a shit one. And I suffer with that. If I haven't got the best gear or camera or car or caravan or camper van or anything and everything that other people have got, I want. And I've got everything, most things. I've got plenty. But it doesn't stop me stressing the hell out of everybody else's gear and stuff. And I don't know why, but it's bothered me over the years, and it's caused so many problems and arguments, and I've lost friendships over it, because I used to ride motorbikes, which I really fancy getting back into. And I lost half my friends because I was stressing over the bikes they had. Then I got into cameras and photography, and I lost friends because people would change cameras and I got jealous and stuff like that. And it's really, really, really a struggle and quite hard to actually get by those thoughts. And I know that it's pathetic, but when you're in here, it's hard. Someone is struggling behind.
Someone figured this one out, and someone doesn't want to be here.
She doesn't want to be here. She's not enjoying it at all. She
I
feels sick, but she will. Once she's at the top. We're nearly there. We've got the last little bit now. We've done the steepest bit. And I'm going to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit more at ease with myself. Just this morning, just this moment in time. Nothing else, because it will all change in about 5 minutes. But just at this moment, it feels all right knowing that I'm nearing the top. You know, it's another achievement. It's something else I've done. So these feelings comes in waves. They're not there all the time. They're there a lot of the time. But yeah, we're nearly there. When I do have moments, or when things get what I feel lower than low, I tend to reach out online, Facebook mainly, and I posted recently, oh crap, I'm feeling horrible. And it's amazing how many other people out there suffer with different things and abilities and stuff that stops them from doing. A lot of it's illness, and I'm very grateful for the fact that my health's pretty good. It's okay. My dad, my stepdad, he passed away at 42 many moons ago. You know, that was no life. I'm 56, so you know, it just goes to show there's a difference. I mean, I got poison foot last year, didn't I? Which you probably haven't seen yet, which stopped me and slowed me down. And then I had an injury in my knee from doing my 200-mile bike ride, and that stopped and slowed me down. And all these things have come to me not being out and doing stuff. The routine and abilities of being able to get out and do stuff has changed a little. And then I've also gone through a divorce, and I never expected it at this age. And I've moved house twice in the last 12 months. I've had a lot going on which has knocked me sideways or backwards quite a bit. But one of the biggest things is losing everybody I know, all the friends and acquaintances, and if we're not talking to people and going out, you lose touch. And when you lose touch, it becomes very, very, very difficult to get back in touch. Not for want of people trying. I've got a few people that, very limited few, but I've got a few people that do keep in touch every so often. How are you? We must meet up. Don't forget, you're on the end of the phone line. Craig, for one, he's never far away. He's always like, just call me. But you know what? Picking that phone up, it just doesn't feel right. My thoughts don't go first. I'll pick the phone up, speak to Craig, or pick the phone up and meet up with Chris in the Peak District, or what's Julian up to? Where should I go? Where's he going? Can I join him? I don't think like that. I know it's easy to be said to do that, but if you don't think it, how can you possibly act on it? It starts in the brain, and if the brain's not ticking, it's not ticking. I don't get it. And I've also had people say to me, go and see a doctor, seek help, get on the meds, blah, blah, blah. I was on the meds, didn't find them do anything. In fact, I thought, and I still do believe, they caused me issues, and I stopped taking them over a year ago. I don't want to go back on them. Last year, I did have several thoughts, like, I wish my life would just end, I just can't be arsed, I don't want it to carry on. Why don't I just go sleep and not wake up? Never once thought, let's get this over and done with, but I did think, enough's enough. Why don't it just happen and let bygones be bygones? But at the end of the day, I've got a daughter with 4 wild, active grandkids, which I don't see enough of. They live only 60, 70 miles away, but that's enough gap to make it a mission. Or you've got to make the effort to go out, and when you're working all the time and you've been busy, it's not that easy. I've had great help from her and Nick, her boyfriend, when moving, which was good. Nick gave me a lot of help in the garden, which again was massively stressful. Massively stressful. I was so wound up and stressed over, can I do this? Can I get from A to B? Do I have the room? Do I have the space? And yeah, he came down and he really knuckled in, as did some of Martha's friends and even my next door neighbour. They chipped in, they helped, and we got through it. And I'm just settled now. I'm just starting to settle. Look at her, bless her. She's down there. She really is struggling. She's bent over now. She's probably being sick if I know her. And I've got to say, Martha as well. We've not had it. It's not an easy journey. She's having to put up with me, and of course that causes many arguments, or if not arguments, just crosswords. And when you're meeting someone new and you're trying to build a new relationship and things like that, I don't particularly want to be arsehole that I tend to be a lot of the time. I'm very short-tempered. No, that's not the right word. I'm very short-fused. Oh look, I'm up on the top, talking away and I'm there. Yes, I'm very short-fused. Yeah, not very easy to live with, I suppose. OCD, that's another thing. OCD is an absolute bitch, because you constantly want things put back in the same place. You constantly want things done in a certain way. You constantly go looking for things and expect things to be where they are and how they are. And when you're living with someone, it's not always so. I come up with all these great ideas. They're my ideas and not always our ideas. And that's another thing I'm not very good at. So yeah, this whole mental health thing is not just one simple thing. It's not just one little problem that ticks away. There's many little problems that eat away. Yeah, she's coming up the last little bit before we can have a sit down, cup of tea and a little snacky bicky, because we really are very, very close to the top. I think the trig point's just a little bit up the way there. Just got to go up that little bit there. We'll soon be there. Something else that's a problem as well, something else I have issues with is, just found a little heart. Look at that. There's a heart on the floor. Just I found your present. You're carrying it home. You're carrying it home.
It's so cute.
It is cute. You can put it in the garden if you carry it home. I might take it down for you, as long as you remember where it is. Put it on a rock. We'll find it in a minute. I'll carry it down. Go in the garden. Put it on a rock.
No.
She's going to carry it up now. Even though she's just been sick twice. Terrible, isn't it? So what I was saying, yeah, I've forgotten. There, that's another thing. Forgetfulness. I'm constantly thinking and then not thinking. And whether it's just age and not being able to remember and thinking and stuff like just disappearing, or whether it's the fact that my hard drive is quite full and I can't quite fit any more in, I don't know, but I think of something and then within seconds it's gone. Yeah, and yeah, thinking
it's hard to remember that.
It is, yeah, because like Master said, because I've got 100 things going on in my mind all in one go, it's hard to remember one thing. But I picked the camera up every time I thought about something coming up because I wanted to get it out because I knew that I wouldn't remember it. And even writing it down, and that's the string, down, back again. Writing it down's an issue. People say, write things down, make notes. I've got that many notes. I've got that many notes and bits of paper with stuff written on that it's overwhelming. I don't know, look at it. I am good at writing stuff down, but...
And then it's because that's your tasks, isn't it?
Yeah, tasks and things I had to do, but yeah, it's...
And then keeps you focused.
It's hard, and with being dyslexic, or I think I am, I'm not very good at reading, I'm a crap reader. I was a rubbish reader at school, I never read a book in my entire life, but they call it dyslexia, I think. Because of that, I can write as much stuff down as you want, but will I read it? No. Does it go in? No. Do I remember it? No. So it's not something I can do is write things down. And people say, read a book, sit down and read. No, it's not going to happen. Never happened, not going to happen. And then you also get people saying, you know, or the doctors or prescribe me stuff online, mental health courses. If you can't read and take it in and remember what you've just read, there's no point. I did a mental health course last year. It was several weeks, several challenges, several different things you've got to go through. It was a whole course, and I read through it, I printed it out, I looked at it, I read through it. Well, I didn't. I sort of scanned through it because I couldn't read it all, because you read the first few sentences and then you've forgotten the first sentence and you're back. That's pointless. So it actually made me feel worse. I actually felt crapper for it because I didn't feel like I was doing it or achieving it, and I've done it, and I couldn't tell you a single thing about what was in it or what it was about. So it doesn't help. So yeah, there's another few things that are going on and ticking that are spoiling the everyday, the normality, the simplicity of just enjoying life. And it's just crap, you know, it's horrible. But this is not horrible. Look at this, trig points in front of me. Let's go and give it a little slap and a tickle, says Adam. Someone I follow on YouTube. And there's another thing. I've stopped watching all the videos, photography videos, FOMO, and because of all the winding myself up, and that's lost my inspiration about being out and getting out, because if I don't watch them, how can I possibly be inspired? The same as I've inspired many people over the years to do stuff. So there we go. There's that little slap and our tickle at the top of that trig point. And Marta's coming in with her rock as well. She's coming in with her rock.
Come on.
We've got to carry back down. It's not even a small rock, is it?
Let's do a slap and a tickle.
Slap and a tickle, says Adam. There's lots of things. Hang on, I forgot something.
Together.
Yeah, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. Oh.
Slap and a tickle.
Oh, we've got a slap and a tickle together. So even though she's been sick coming up the hill,
Twice.
stressed twice, just look at this. I'm going to spin you around and zoom in. I know the quality's not going to be great, but just look
at this.
at what's going on in front of us. We made it in time for the sunrise.
Just.
It's just, oh, I've lost it. Where is it? There it is, just there. So keep an eye on that little spot there. That is the sun coming up, and she looks huge.
Man.
I will take my camera out and take a quick snap of it
Please.
from the distance, but I've got a very standard lens and just one camera, one battery, and nothing else with me. But that's our sunrise coming up. Just enjoying a cinnamon bun.
I baked it.
Freshly baked yesterday.
Yeah, freshly.
So, Martha just asked me, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Was it worth it this morning? So, I've answered yes. I said to her yes. And she's only stood just there, so I can't lie because she'll slap me. But, with that answer of yes, comes other things in my mind like, yes, it's worth it. I'm stood here eating a cinnamon bun with the fresh sun coming up on the top of a mountain. Well, if you call it a mountain. And
It's mountain enough.
It's mountain enough. But my fear and my stress of, should there have been a cloud inversion? Have I not seen what I know is capable of seeing from here? And that bothers me. I'm not stressing over that, but it bothers me. I've got to eat that bit because it's about to fall off. Then I've also got, I didn't bring my camera gear. Now, I know there's some of you out there saying, just chill out, don't worry about the camera, don't worry about making videos, don't worry about this, don't worry about that. Just do what you want to do, you know, we'll all be here if we want to watch you, or watch you when you come back. And the drive for me to come out and do these things is, or was, the photography. Was going somewhere with the camera. And I want to do other things. I want to ride the bike, I want to take the kayak out, I want to go to places that's not necessarily for photographic. So this argues with that argument, and the other argument argues with that argument, is what do I do, when do I go, what do I take? If I don't take the camera, like this morning, I've come out without my gear and I feel lost without it. I've just taken a quick photograph. I've got the X-T4 with me with one lens on it. I brought it because I cannot go out without a camera full stop. I mean, that's just ridiculous. You know, I come out, if this was really, really good this morning and there was a massive cloud inversion, I'd have been kicking myself not having my gear. But then carrying it all the way up the hill is hard work. So it spins round and round and round, and I just don't know where the happy medium is, apart from hopefully it will just come. So the answer is, you know, am I happy? Is this good? Yeah, it's good. It's that little achievement. It's great to see the sun coming up pretty much anywhere, really. But there's always that doubt and that negative thought going on as well. It's those things that I can't get rid of. And then you forget about enjoying the moment because of the other stuff. But I did enjoy that bond though. The view up here is pretty amazing. It's pretty cool looking down to Ingleton down that way, and the sun's starting to drift across the hillside. You've got all the limestone pavement down below us, which is absolutely phenomenal to see it. Now, I say I lost my mojo and I say that I'm not into me photography, but it's funny how my eyes are attracted to things. I was just looking as I was walking along and I noticed this like broken up mud from this obviously dried up puddle type of thing, and as soon as I saw that, my head was ticking. Oh, I wonder if there's a photo there, I wonder if there's a shot there, I wonder if there's something there. So the fact that I feel lost, not inspired, my head's still relatively ticking in the background, which is why I picked the camera back up, and I wanted to tell you before I forgot. So yeah, it's obviously still there. It's just getting it to work, and only by being out will it probably start to work. But then you get that thing again, that little bit of FOMO coming back in of I haven't got my camera, haven't got this, haven't got that with me. So it just goes to show that I need to take it out and bring it with me. And I think I'm just going to jump down these rocks and just see if there's a rock I can stand on to risk life and limb, as you do. This one here looks quite nice and tempting for almost like a selfie rock. But yeah, just look at the view. Look at the limestone pavement there. I think that's why they call it a pavement, because it comes all the way along like a pavement. The limestone path all the way top along that hillside. It's absolutely amazing to see from up here. Looks really, really cool. There's the other one over there, Warnside. We went up there in the snow, didn't we? From Ribblehead. Look, you can see Ribblehead Viaduct down there as well in the distance. Yeah, so it is. It's quite a place to come up to. It's so nice to actually see it in this light, and this is why we came, because we knew it was going to be bright and sunny. So it was well worth getting up here and well worth having a look. And that pathway looks amazing. It really does. It looks so different from up here though, you know, when you get up close to it and it's all, you know, those craggy bits and the holes and stuff, but from up here it just looks like a slither of cement. Just making our way back down now. Gonna head down. I'm not sure whether to take a slightly longer route back or whether to just take the direct route back. I just spoke to one of the guides at the top there. They're doing all the 3 peaks, so they're going up in different groups, and you've got some people with badges on their arm, staff, so the guides that are taking them on the 3 peaks. Loads and loads of people up there, but I'm absolutely bewildered why they get to the top, just over that lump of rock there where we first got up to, but they don't actually walk up to the trig point. We just walked past a group of people, loads of youngsters, all doing the 3 peaks, taking selfies and stuff like that, and I just said to him, I said, you're not at the top, you're not at the trig point. And the guy just said, yeah, this is where we go to, and then we carry on to the next one. I'm like, there's no point. In my head, that is an absolute failure to go all the way to the top and not get to the top. Unless you get to that trig point, unless you get to that top point, you've never actually made it. There was once or twice I've been up to the top of the hills and I come back down and think, damn, I didn't go to the trig point. So if you're not there, that's not the actual top. It's only the near top. Do you know what I mean? It's like going to Snowdon, isn't it? And not actually walking past the cafe to the top little point. You know what I mean? And that's another one I've got to do, Snowdon. I've never seen the view from Snowdon, so maybe I've got to do that before. I can't. So yeah, that's another one planned. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna end the video and make our way down. Sorry it wasn't about photography. Sorry it wasn't about anything else. It was mainly about the journey, about me. And I'm going to do a few videos over the next few weeks. I'm going to interrupt them in between the holidays that I've been doing, the trips from last year, because you're still seeing them as they're going out. So this will be going out in between, and then probably every fortnight or in between, whenever I can, I'll put another video out whenever I'm out. Just explaining the struggle I'm having of getting out at the time and what I'm doing. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, give us that thumbs up, and the support is always welcome, and hopefully we can get back to normal at some point in the future. But until then, ciao for now, see you soon, and yeah, please comment. I will read them all and I'll reply to every single one. Ta-da.